Hey, Shalom. So I saw this news about the National Guard in Memphis. And just like DC, make sure I got some sound going. So I saw this news about. Yeah, just like in DC, it seems to be working. And this, I was going back and forth with these brothers on Facebook. And these dudes are so enraged with Trump that even when Trump is right, these dudes don't want to admit that this Edomite, or to make you feel better, the devil is right. The devil, it's possible for the devil to be right sometimes, man. If you have a Bible dictionary that was put together by the devil, is that incorrect? If you search Wikipedia or Chat GPT, whatever it's called, you follow that information, it's right. But I'm starting to realize with brothers in the faith that when you have information that condemns the white man, when you have information that condemns the heathen, then that's fine. But when you have information that shows us as animals and as sexual deviants and child humesters, I'm not going to say their actual word, and drug dealers and young thugs that hit old ladies over the head and violate them and go in their purse and steal $18, you don't want to hear that. You have such a hatred for the devil that you don't see the devil in you or your people. I don't understand that. I'm not like that. I used to be that way, but there's certain things you just can't hide. There's certain things you can't just keep looking the other way at. Goddamn well, the hood is saturated with animals and degenerates. And I'm not wishing harm on our people. I'm not wishing the downfall on our people. I just have a problem with brothers and sisters that hurt innocent, hardworking black folks. I was talking to a sister downstairs the other day, and I had to convey to her that there's a difference between a ninja and black people. In this country, you have ninjas, N-word, and you have black people. And in 2025, a lot of good black folks, so-called black folks, are separating themselves from the YNs, from the ghetto mentality, from negative behavior, from just savage behavior. And people have a problem with that. They have a serious problem with that. I'm not mad about Trump. I think it's a good thing that that we come to a mindset or an understanding of where we at as a people. It's very important to acknowledge where we are at as a people. Am I mad that we are in captivity? Yeah, I'm mad that we are in captivity. But I also have to come to grips with the Most High did that to us because we broke the commandments. We did the crime. Now we have to do the time. Yeah, this thing is crazy right now. I don't understand why. It's giving me a hard time. Let me see if I get the box back up. I erased my chat box. Let me see if I get that back. I haven't used this in a long time, Prism. It's good, but it gives problems, man. Definitely gives problems. Let me see if I can find a chat box. See, now that's gone. The box is gone. I don't know why it disappeared. But nonetheless, we got to come out of it, man. We have devils among us. John 8:44 says, "Ye are of your father the devil." The Lord was talking to us as a people. We have devils among us. But let me play this brother's video. This brother, he does some good content. I hope he doesn't give me a strike for using part of his hard work. I appreciate his hard work, but I hope he doesn't give me a strike for using his work. Let me see if I can watch it from here. But check this brother out, man. Check this dude out. He has some good content. His page is called A Righteous Perspective. I wonder if he's Israel. He might be a Muslim, but I wonder if he's Israel at times. Check it out.
Intimidate.
Turn this down.
The community. Is y'all for real? The mayor's joking, right? I feel like the National Guard should be coming here feeling a bit intimidated, okay? All the mess that's going on right up under the mayor's nose, the Memphis PD's nose, all these criminals just running around, that unalive people, just been running around for months and years, never been caught. And the minute all these different agencies came together and came into Memphis to help clean up the streets within like a week, they done got like 100 and some of these individuals off the streets.
100 people off the streets. I was going back and forth with these brothers on Facebook, and for over 30 years, man, 30 years, these cities that are ran by Democrats can't get it together and save good black folks from wicked, evil, beastly black folks. But in a few days, under Donald Trump, a lot of these situations have been rectified. Not 100%, but enough that you see results. Whereas Democrats and some Republican cities have not been able to get it together in decades. How does that even make sense? How does that even begin to make sense? Explain that to me. What I believe is what they fear is that Donald Trump, as much as people hate him, as much as people have an opinion on him, I have my opinions on him. I don't believe in politics. I don't believe in voting. I believe a lot of it is crap. And some criminals are within the political organizations. In other words, you have a lot of Democrats and Republicans who should be in jail with the YNs. But we know that's not going to happen anytime soon. Nonetheless, people are dying in black communities. They're dying by the hands of their own children in black communities, and nothing is seriously being done about it. Even Donald Trump, when he ran, he made a statement, a profound statement, a statement that hit a lot of black folks in their heads, including me. He said pretty much, vote for me. What the hell do you have to lose? What did he mean by that? And how truthful was that statement? What the hell do you have to lose? He's telling you to your face that the system has failed you. Put him in office and take a gambling chance that he will give back something to the black community. This is a white man saying this. And I'm going to shock you. Donald Trump, even though he's the devil, has done more in the black communities than Barack Obama. He has done more in the black community than Barack Obama. Now, if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. You could say he's trying to build concentration camps. He's going to turn on you. He's going to put you back into slavery. This is what Barack Obama's wife said. If you let this man get into office, if you black people vote for Trump or let him get back into office, we're going back into slavery. You see the hype and the battery they put in the backs of black people? The National Guard is just a blueprint and the start of them creating Nazi Germany in the black neighborhoods. Once they get started and done with the Hispanics, they're gonna deport black people. That's the most stupidest thing I ever heard. That's the dumbest SH I've ever heard. But this is what happens when they put the battery in your back. This is what happens. Brothers and sisters, you're going to have to learn to think for yourselves because you got a lot of stupid people among our people. And they will play into the media and create this fear-mongering in order to get political votes, especially during the midterms. And people who do that, you're hurting your own people. Because if they didn't use the National Guards, if they didn't use a heavier hand in the black community, what are you saying? It should go back to where it is? Black people dying, 200 people a year, 300 people a year? That's outstanding. That's shocking that 200 people got to die a year so you will feel comfortable because you have such a hatred and fear of Donald Trump and him bringing in the National Guard. You wanted to go back to where it was. Clearly, they're not doing anything for the black community. I don't get it. I have my own mind. I think for myself. I don't give a F about how anybody feels about me. I'm going to stick with my opinion and my beliefs based on as much facts as I can gather into my mind to mold my spirit to think the way I should be thinking. I'm not no Muppet. I don't follow no cliques or groups. I have my own mind. The scripture says, be not ignorant in anything small or great. You got to look into all the information, left, right, Donald Trump, Obama, Clinton, Bush. You got to look into all the information. You can't go on emotions and feelings. Those days is over. Following emotions and feelings. At least for most of us it is. But let's hear what this. Let's listen to a little bit more of this.
Like I said, the Memphis Police Department, and this is just my personal opinion, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. While the mayor is asking for the National Guard not to come into the city with their protective gear on. Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your everlasting mind?
What I gather is the mayor is saying, don't wear your protective gear and your mask and your helmets because it looks intimidating in the hood. But the hood has been terrorized for decades. For decades. And you worrying about what they wear in the hood? Me personally, if I was the mayor, I would have the National Guard gather as much as them young niggas, excuse my language, as much of them as possible and lock their ass up so good black folks can rebuild the community, set up centers and after school centers for them to for their children to go to, food programs for people to eat. I would clean up and detox the ghetto. You have to do something, and it starts with getting the bad element out of the hood. And I know that's harsh, and you want to invest in rehab centers. You want to invest in better housing conditions. You want to invest in better educational programs and buildings for the youth. That's fine. But that's going to take another 2 decades, man. Meanwhile, people will continue to die. Is that what you want? You have to clean it up first, then you do all that stuff. These mayors don't care about you. I'm going to shock you. Even Donald Trump and people at the top, they don't care about you. They are worried about their legacies. They are worried about how much money can be funneled out of the communities. But at the same time, they want those same communities to be productive. You yourself should want the communities to be productive. You shouldn't want to sit on your asses and just be scared or cry or bitch or moan. I know the system is conducted and ran by devils, but you have to be wise as the serpent. Get as much out of the system that you can. You have to milk the system for what you can milk it for. And that's going to require a lot of our people being put down and taken down. A lot of people cannot be fixed. A lot of YNs, young nigglies, cannot be fixed. A lot of whores cannot be fixed. They don't want to be fixed. It's up to the Most High to fix them. So what? You're going to let the cancer stay in the midst of the black community, or you're going to eradicate and get rid of that cancer? You got to get rid of that cancer and build up the community the best way you can. Now, everybody's not going to be into my faith. I'm an Israelite, and everybody's not going to believe what I believe or follow what I follow, bottom line. And that's understandable. But at the same time, you still have somewhat decent folk, even outside of my faith, that deserve to have a spot where their children can play. That your wife can come home and not be harassed or raped coming into the building and snatched up and grabbed up as she puts her key into the lock. It's not right. And a lot of you into your feelings and your emotions because you have a liberal battery in your back. You're feeding too much into politics to the point where you have lost your mind. It don't make any sense, but let me go on.
Wow.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. They had a shootout in broad daylight, actually multiples, out in Memphis. I showcased it on here maybe about a week or 2 weeks ago, right here on one of the live streams that we had. And the people out there say, hey, this is a normal occurrence.
I saw the same thing in Chicago. It was sad, man. Kids were in the park. Adults were in the park. They were playing football. And gunshots went off and everybody was on the ground, in the grass. And that was the norm, man. So you're telling me if you had a choice between that continuing and wicked Donald Trump bringing in the National Guard to Chicago, you would rather not have the National Guards and rather let that crap continue? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me I should believe what you're believing or put myself in the mindset that you're in and dismiss the National Guards and have men, women, and children shot and killed 200 per year? Is that what you're telling me? How does that even make sense? Then the mayor said that we need more police officers. But if that's the case, why haven't you had police officers for decades? Then you say, well, we didn't have money for police officers, but when the migrants came into Chicago, all of a sudden this money appeared. This money appeared out of nowhere when the migrants came into Chicago. They always had the money. They don't care about black folks. And they're afraid that if Donald Trump solves this problem, he'll go down, and I say it all the time, he will go down as the greatest devil president. Notice how I said devil president. He will go down as the greatest devil president, higher than Bill Clinton, who was a devil president, higher than Barack Obama, who was a devil president, higher than the Bushes, who were devil presidents, higher than Nixon, who was a devil president, even higher than Kennedy, who was a devil president. He will go down, the he being Donald Trump, as the greatest devil president that ever ruled America. You can be in your feelings, you can cry and bitch and moan, but that's the God honest truth. Check this dude out.
I mean, you bitches in the house where you should have been at first, man.
National Guard has been upsetting. Conversation would go viral on the National Guard going to Chicago after one man on TikTok would warn the military about the city's thugs.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, man. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. The niggas go fight back. I'm telling you.
These dumb, savage slaves always talking crap, man. No one talks more crap than a damn slave-minded Negro, man. A slave-minded Negro that not only hates himself, he hates his own people. He's warning Trump not to send the National Guards because they're a different breed of ninja, but they're killing each other. They make music about killing each other. There's no nation or nationality of people who make music about killing themselves, disrespecting their own women like the so-called black race. Now, excuse me if I'm wrong. To my understanding, drill music started in Chicago. Is that true? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And the so-called small hats, the JEWs, a lot of them are behind the killing because they produce the labels or they own the labels that these young YNs, these savages, can't wait to jump on and talk about how they killers, how they'll kill you, how they'll kill me, how they kill a woman, how they kill their ops, how they can sex down this woman and that woman, how much gold they have, how much drugs they sell. What nationality of people does that? What nationality besides our people does that crap? Tell me. Tell me. What nationality of people does that crap? We're the only dummies that do that. And we're dying by the hundreds. And you're saying is we shouldn't bring the National Guard in to stop it? If you had a choice to stop the killing with the National Guard, even though you claim the neighborhoods will look like Nazi Germany, if you had that choice or chance, you wouldn't save 200 lives, 100 lives. How about 10 lives? Are the National Guards in the hood worth saving 10 lives? How about one life? You're so stupid, man. You're so stupid. You fall into this political crap and you eat it all up. And then the truths that's in the political crap, you don't even want to accept that. You don't even want to accept that. You know, goddamn well, oh, it's up now. Chat came back up. You know, goddamn well, no men are supposed to be in no women's sports. You know, goddamn well that Trans Ams are not supposed to be getting free operations in jail or out of jail on taxpayers' money. You want to pay for Trans Ams? You telling me that? That's what you want to pay for? How much sense that make? Tell me how much sense does that make? You know, goddamn well, you don't want to pay for no migrants in this country when that money could be going to citizens in the hood and foreigners who came into the country legally. It's unfortunate these are our people that's sneaking into the country, but it affects us who are already in the country. In other words, if you're getting $10 a week and now you're only getting $1 because of people who jumped the line and came into the country for political reasons to get more political votes on the left-hand side, you're not going to want to give up that money, that $9. It's unfair. It's unfair to the Hispanics who came here the right way. And it's all being done because of politics. You know, if migrants come into this country, you know they're going to vote Democrat. If they snuck in this country and they're given food, raiment, health care, accommodations for them and their families to live under, a roof to live under, you know goddamn well they're going to vote the Democrat. Why do you think they're pushing them in here by the millions or war? Now they got fake Social Security cards, fake work permits, fake ID so they can vote. How is that legal? How the hell is that legal? You sound stupid. And I understand what Trump and the Make America White Again agenda is. They want to bring back the country to how it was in the 50s. And they're losing money too. The middle class family, they're losing money too, you dummies. They're losing money too. The white man, he's going to try to do whatever he can to survive. You would do the same thing. You would do the same thing. If someone came in your house and you had a 4-bedroom house and they took over 3 bedrooms and squeezed you into one of the bedrooms and you and your kids had to live in that bedroom, you would not be happy with it. And that's you on as Israelites. If you think of it, if you in the mind frame as the devil, think as it portray this, what I just said, in the mindset that you're the devil and you took this country and you built this country and you brought slaves here to cultivate the country. You're not going to give it back up. You're not going to give it back up. You got to snap out of it and wake up, man, because black folks is in the middle of this. It's a war between the left and the right. It's a war between who's going to control the money and who's not going to control the money. Watch when the midterms come up. Watch when the midterms come up, how things just change. You got to snap out of it. And you got to stop following foolish brothers and sisters that don't know what the hell they talking about. They don't know what they talking about.
Them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a f you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro.
Sorry about that.
I'll try. I mean, you were only...
Now, upon the National Guard in Tennessee starting their Memphis patrol on Friday, several Memphis residents have been taken to social media to share their reactions. Several black residents will even call out local thugs for going into hiding after terrorizing the community for years.
You know what I mean? You bitches in the house where you should have been at first, man. Ain't no young niggas getting locked up right now. Ain't no but older people getting locked up, man. Bring your bitch ass back outside now. Oh, ass young nigga. Y'all got these folks up here terrorizing our motherfucking ass right now. And you got your bitch ass in the house. I don't see where all the guns that y'all be having on y'all at the store and shit, man. You don't see none of that shit now. You niggas scared, man. You shake ass niggas, man. You niggas ain't really about that life, man. Stay your bitch ass in the house when they leave.
They brave. And they got that fire when it comes to killing their own people. They'll shoot an old lady. They'll shoot a child while trying to kill one of their own. Baby girls shot dead. Old ladies shot dead. That's not the gang life. They just want to go home and chill and eat food and watch TV or a comedy show. Or you might be out and about with your girl, man. You're going out, you're having a good time. Really good time. You've been dating for 6 months or so. Young niggly want to stick you up for your car, carjack you. You work hard for the car. You didn't sell drugs for the car. You didn't scam for the car. You didn't do anything deviant or wicked for the car. You worked hard for the car. You did overtime to get the car. And you're struggling to keep the car because of insurance rates. You're struggling to keep the car because of interest on your monthly payments. But you have enough to take care of your bills and pay the car note, pay the insurance, and have a good time with your lady. But some young savage niggly wants to take the car from you. You resist, and now he kills you in front of your woman. Or you could be a family man, and they carjack you and kill you in front of your kids. You're productive not only to your family, but to the community, and you pay your taxes, so you're productive to the country. But dummies don't want to see that. They just see Trump. Trump, the evil man. We got to stop him. He's going to put us back into slavery. I was talking to a brother today, and he kept saying that the Most High is going to judge Trump and the wicked and the people at the top. And I kept bringing it back. I just wanted to see what he was going to say. I said, well, what about us? The Lord said he would start at his house first. Yeah, but we got to look at the wicked, and they're at the top. They're the ones controlling things. But the Most High said he's going to judge the wicked among us first. Yeah, but we got to look at Trump and what he's doing and A, B, and C. So I said, he's going to deal with that. I said in Isaiah 13, verse 11, the Lord said he would punish the world for its evil. Not just Trump and the white man, the world. Shouldn't we be concerned with getting ourselves right before we focus on Trump and the Edomites and the powers that be? What good is it? What good is it to focus on the wicked at the top if we're not checking out ourselves, and we ain't gonna make it because we're going to be destroyed with the wicked at the top too. Shouldn't we be cleaning up ourselves first or primarily? So I'm just saying you got to really listen and think and pay attention to what you do and what goes into your spirit. You have to really consider these things. Don't make any damn sense because I'm telling you that these young YNs and these savages are going to be the first thing that's going to come at you when the system falls. It ain't going to be the KKK. It's going to be these young savages. They're going to be the main ones that's going to come after you first. Look what happened when we had Hurricane Katrina, I think it was. No, the one that hit up here up north in New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, and we couldn't get gas. Dudes was going wild over gas, killing and fighting over gas. Not the white man, but your own damn people killing and fighting each other over gas. Then with Hurricane Katrina in the Big Easy, I think that's where it was. Look how they was acting when they packed them into the football stadium. Well, but why is they going to put us in a football stadium? Those are the concentration camps for the future. These dudes was graping their own women in the football arenas. Hurting and killing each other in the football arenas. You know what I heard? I heard a lot of them ran to Texas and they brought their garbage over to Texas. That's what I heard. And stayed in Texas since that storm, I think Katrina. So I'm just trying to make you see that you're not going to be looking over your shoulder for the white man when the system falls mainly. You're going to be looking over your shoulders in regards of your own people. Today in 2025, tomorrow, and the day after and the week after, you ain't looking over your shoulder for no damn white man. You looking over your shoulder to make sure one of these YNs or these nasty, wicked, savage beasts among our people don't attack and destroy you or take you off this planet so you can't support or be with your loved ones. You know I'm right. You know goddamn well I'm right. Check it out.
Too. Weak ass nigga. For real, you niggas piss me off with that shit, bro. I ain't no young niggas outside.
I ain't seen a ski mask in 2 weeks.
I ain't seen one of them. I ain't seen no ski mask on, bro. I ain't seen nobody. Hey, have y'all seen the ski mask?
Young guys in Memphis, I don't want no smoke before I say this. Why y'all in the house now? Y'all out here been spinning on your blocks, sliding on your ops and everything else, giving them all the energy. The National Guard is down there. Want all the smoke now. They want all the energy, and they're down here harassing regular citizens, regular 9 to 5, regular people.
I mean, you know, sometimes I'll get into it with a brother, man, and there'll be a cop right there. And I say, well, you don't give that cop all that smoke, man. I know you'll kill me, but, you know, he's strapped up. He's the enemy. Why don't you step to him? They don't want no smoke from 5-0. No smoke. The black man is a coward. He's a coward and weak punk. He'll come after me or you. But that white man, he ain't going to go after that white man. That white man is Cain. And you touch the white man, you're going to pay for it 7-fold. He ain't going to touch Esau, because if you touch Esau, it's prophesied that Esau lives by the sword. It's mentioned in the book of Romans 13, obey the powers that be, for they hold not the sword in vain. So he ain't going to touch the white man. He's going to touch his own people first. This is why a lot of young black men and women are moving out of the hood. And they buying their own guns. And they're buying their own guns. You be stupid if you want. You keep being a damn Black Panther if you want. Most High didn't call us into this to be Black Panthers or political. He called us into this to be priestly men. The Lord said we are a nation of priests, and not no Levitical damn priests. Priests under the spirit of Yahweh Shai when you read that chapter. Brothers like to link that with the Levitical priest. I ain't talking about no damn Levitical priest. There's a whole different priesthood the Most High is talking about. A priesthood structured under Yahweh Shai. If Yahweh Shai didn't do it, you can't do it. If Yahweh Shai didn't say it, you can't say it. If Yahweh Shai didn't teach on it, you can't teach on it. Those are the guardrails that keep us as today's priests in the Most High.
People that are trying to go to work and have to survive through this economy, but y'all didn't went in the house and start playing PlayStation, Call of Duty, eating up all your old lady, Zuzu's and Wham. She ready to get your corn feet funky and ass up off her couch and send your ass back out there on the block and get that money, because that's all you been doing. Standing in the motherfucking local liquor store with your ski mask on, won't let nobody actually come in there and actually shop at that local liquor store because you act like you own it. So I don't want no smoke when I tell y'all this. Come back outside with that same energy. They want to slide on y'all. They got some energy for y'all.
Fool, I ain't even gonna care when I say this, bruh. But since they brought the National Guard down to Memphis, I ain't heard no screeching tires out late at night. I ain't heard no gunshots. These folks really putting belt to ass right now. That don't mean that crime ain't going on, but these folks really got these folks scared to go outside now. Like, this shit crazy.
See, this is proof that this thing can stop. This thing can stop. This is proof right here that this can all turn around. To an extent, don't get it twisted. Prophecy will fulfill itself, and we still got to serve out our captivity, and the curses are still on us. But I'm just trying to show you that these Negroes are scared of the damn white man. These Negroes are scared of the white man. And the white man has the power to shut down a lot of stuff that's happening in the hood. He has that power. Damn sure has that power. Let's see what I got here. That's the same one there. So don't tell me he don't have that power. He has that power, man. Check it out.
All of that extra stuff that people be losing their life over, I ain't into all that. We human. What else? But I will say thank you to Trump for bringing these National Guards and doing what they doing down here in Memphis.
I can't really blame her on that. I can't blame her on that. I ain't mad at her for saying that.
Right now. You know, for the first time in 5 years, I've been in my home for 5 years. And for the first time, my kids have been able to play in the backyard and be able to do it.
Listen to this real close. Listen to this. When was the last time you seen kids playing sewer-to-sewer football? Or jumping double dutch on the sidewalk or on the streets? We're just having a really good time. I don't know how old a lot of you are, but in my times, we played in the streets. And when the sun went down and the street lights came on, that's when we knew it was time to go home. You had some situations here and there, but this world today, compared to my world and a lot of your worlds, is completely different. Completely different. But check this out.
I haven't heard a gunshot in 2 weeks. I haven't seen strange people walk up and down the street. Just a few weeks ago, I had somebody walk on the side of my house. None of that action going on. I haven't seen no young.
Notice it says, I feel safe, thank you, Trump. Is she a sellout? Is she a sellout? She's saying that because she's utilizing what she can get from Esau, from her tax money she spends, or what taxes they take out of her check, and she's concerned about the well-being of her child. Don't mean she's a sellout. It says a lot of folks from Houston and Atlanta have said that crime skyrocketed after New Orleans. You know what? Someone told me, 2 people confirmed that with me. They told me the same thing. And you know what they told me? If you live in Texas, you can't just do what you do in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Baltimore. You can't just pull up into the gas station willy-nilly. That's where they get you at. They also told me that when if you go to the club, when the club lets out and you go to your car in the parking lot, that's where they get you at. But I heard the same thing after Hurricane Katrina, Atlanta and Houston, the crime skyrocketed. It skyrocketed when people were supposed to temporarily move into Texas and Atlanta, but they end up staying there and crime shot up. No joke. Exactly what this brother Quadash Kayaya said. I heard that from two sources. They said that same thing. Now Atlanta is crazy because a lot of people, other than the state, other than who we said went in there after Hurricane Katrina, a lot of people, black people, are going into Atlanta, and now Atlanta is not the spot anymore. People are running to Texas because the cost of living in Texas is a lot easier. And Texas is a blue state, and Texas is not going to tolerate a lot of crap from the government. It's called a lone state, Texas and Florida. I was in Florida, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Beautiful, out in Orlando. Walked around at night and checked things out, man. Really nice. A lot of YN movement out there too. But I'm just saying it's a different vibe. Each state has a different vibe. But the key thing is when you get older, let me put my face up for this building bigger. When you get older, listen to me. When you get older, I'm saying when you get into your mid-30s, you don't think like you're in your 20s anymore. You want better for your family. You understand what I'm saying? Some Negroes, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. They just care about their feelings and emotions and selfish, being selfish and inconsiderate. When you get older, you care about your well-being and your children, and you want the best environment for your children as possible. You know how it was when you came up. You want better for your children than you had. If you got 3 children, you're not going to live in a studio and lay out damn beds all over the studio. You want a big house, most highs will, with a backyard for the kids to play in, possibly a 2-car garage. If you have your wife, you want 2 cars, not one, and everybody share 1 car. I'm just saying if you got it like that. You don't want to be living around those savage Negroes, worrying about if your wife is going to make it in the house all right, worrying about how you're going to fix the window they bust out, worrying about your car being stolen. Me and my wife, years ago, came out one day, her car, a few cars in the blocks, tires gone, cars on cinder blocks. So now we got to go to the junkyard and find those rims and tires and spend money because you got savages that can't let you live in peace. Can't let you live in peace. It's outrageous, man. Just because we are in captivity and we live around savages don't mean we have to be savages. Just because we are in captivity and live among savages doesn't mean you can't leave the hood. You got a lot of brothers in the mindset that believe you can't leave the hood. You're a sellout if you leave the hood. If you can do better for yourself, you do better for yourself. You get the hell out of the hood. You take your Bible with you and read your Psalms in a better neighborhood, a higher tax bracket. Because it's very depressing when you're living around savage behavior, man. It's very depressing when pit bulls and Rottweilers take a damn dump in front of your car. Where you got 3 niggly bears walking past you, pants sagging. You can see their butt cheeks and you see dirty underwear. Dirty underwear and butt cheeks. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Who wants to live like that, man? Get the best you can while in captivity. While in captivity. It's not a sin. It's not a sin. As long as you stay in the Most High, you good. As long as you're doing what's right in the Most High, you good.
Why is it so posted? I haven't seen an infinity fly past me in weeks. I'm sitting on my porch right now, and I'm watching kids outside playing. People outside walking with their kids, stuff I ain't never seen before living in my neighborhood. But all because we feel safe in this environment, unfortunately because of the things that are happening here in the city. I hate it to be this way, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Honestly, I truly feel that this
Is it a sin to be happy? Is it a sin to be happy and make money and serve the Most High at the same time? Because you got certain brothers that will make you feel bad if you get a nice car, if you get a nice home, if you're well off. You're supposed to strive to do the best you can in this life. But at the same time, you are supposed to serve the Most High. A lot of brothers believe that serving the Most High is just suffering all the time. A lot of brothers and sisters really believe in order to be right with the Most High, you have to be effed up in the pockets, in the mind, in the home, in relationships. They believe this. And I'm telling you, you have to keep away from brothers like that. You have to keep away from brothers and sisters who think in that capacity. The Most High is not against you prospering in this system so long as it doesn't take you away from the Most High. So long as you don't lose focus of the Most High. Remember that. Remember that and keep away from brothers and sisters who think in the negative all the time, that you have to be a slave all the time. We're in captivity. Yeah, granted, we're in captivity. But should you stop enjoying the fruits of your labor? The Most High says, enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's in the Old Testament, but does that apply to now? There's a scripture that tells you when you get your money or your pay that to buy strong drink and enjoy that. Is that over now? I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful on what you eat from these brothers, meaning spiritually, what you take in your mind. You better be very careful because a lot of these brothers is loony.
is just a band-aid to the problem. I don't think this is going to completely fix everything. But to have a moment of peace.
A moment of peace. To have a moment of peace. Not a whole life of peace, she said. A moment of peace. I have a day in the week where it's just for me. No camp. No videos. No flyers. No preparation for flyers and camp and new moons and high holy days. Just a day for me to have peace and get my head together. No YNs. No hoes. No drunks. No drug addicts. Just space for me to recoup and get my head together. And I'm not talking about rest on the Sabbath day because I'm on the streets or doing the sit downs on the Shabbat. So I'm talking about a day where I can chill and I can buy and I can eat food. Sometimes just sit in a restaurant and do jack but eat. Sometimes sit in front of the big screen and drink some damn Casamigos. Bake some chicken fingers and dip or whatever. Just to escape the craziness of Babylon. Some brothers don't have that. Some sisters don't have that. Their homes are in disarray. They're fighting with their spouse. They got kids everywhere. But you, brothers and sisters, some of you have the luxury of choosing a peace day where you can just chill and just take it down and do nothing if you want to do nothing. Get a massage if you want to get a massage. Get your nails done if you want to get your nails done. Eat a burger if you want to eat a burger. You get where I'm going. Some people effed up themselves so bad they don't have that luxury. And I'm telling you, if you don't use the spirit to control your life, life will control you. It will make a decision for you. If you don't make a decision, most eyes will. Life will make a decision for you, and you will be in the hard body hood dealing with gunshots, dealing with freaks and pervs and negative people and police sirens and gunshots in the middle of the night. You will be subjected to that type of lifestyle. I say it, I kind of hint at it. At some point, you are going to outgrow certain brothers and sisters. It might be a camp. It might be a church. It might be who you hang out with in the spirit of the Most High. You will outgrow certain brothers and sisters because you will see that you will want more in the future. And it's not me saying it. Sometimes the Most High is saying it to you. The Most High is saying it to you. You just got to listen better and make a move. But don't settle, because if you settle, life will create a life for you that you don't want. If the Most High opens doors for you, walk through those doors. Change your lives. Just because we are in captivity don't mean you can't do nothing with your life.
Just thank you, Jesus. Some of y'all might get mad at me.
Okay, that's it on that. But I'm just trying to show you, man, you got a life, man. I don't know what this is. It's a dude traveling. Let me see what he's saying. Some people that's going to get bagged up in certain situations. I'm not denying that. It's the white man. But at the same time, you can't ignore how we living and the problem that we have among ourselves. The white man, he's the devil. But again, the Lord said in John 8:44, our Lord, our King said, ye are of your father, the devil. Who was the Lord talking to when he said, who was the Lord talking to when he said that? He's talking to us. He was talking to us. So we got wicked brothers and sisters right among us that are bad, man. That are bad. And I don't feel bad for them when the cops snatch them up, man. I don't. I used to, but I don't. Sometimes maybe if they look like they could have came out of it, but I'm talking about when you just see the devil in a particular brother or sister and they hurt other brothers and sisters, I don't feel bad for them because they're hurting other brothers and sisters. That's the issue I have, man. I know that sounds hard, like I hate my people. I don't hate my people. I don't like my people that hurt my people. If you was just doing things by yourself and Esau put the cuffs on you, I might feel bad for you. But if you hurting other brothers and sisters, I can't. I don't feel sorry for you, man. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. It's very hard for me to feel sorry for you in a situation like that. I'm sorry. It's just like that. Check this out before I go. Oh, I lost it. It says, yes, many people feel unsafe in the U.S. in 2025. So this is not just black folks, even white folks. Different nationalities, they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe. That's it, bottom line. It says, yes, many people feel unsafe in the U.S. in 2025, though this feeling contradicts a recent downward trend in violent crime rates, while official statistics show a decline in crime like murder and assault. Public perception is shaped by fears about theft, cybercrime, and other personal safety concerns. Factors contributing to this anxiety include media coverage, partisanship, and the perceived threat to critical infrastructure. So even though crime is down, they say, because you keep hearing that with these idiots going back and forth with each other, people still don't feel comfortable in this country. They still don't feel comfortable in this country. Perception versus reality. Despite data showing lower violent crime rates, such as a 16% drop in homicide in 2024, many Americans believe crime is increasing. Even though they're saying one thing, the people are saying, hell no, I don't see that. And I feel the same damn way. Such as a 16% drop in homicide in 2024, many Americans believe crime is increasing. This is influenced by factors like news, media, and social media coverage of specific incidents. You see that? So even though you hear one thing, people don't feel that. People don't feel that. So people can talk a good one, but people don't feel safe anymore. Now here's the question. Do you feel safe? Do you feel comfortable when you leave your home? Do you feel that things have gotten better? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But keep this in mind before I go. Keep this in mind. Things are going to get worse because you can't keep kicking the can down the block. You can't keep lying to the people. You can't keep stealing from the people, and the system doesn't break. The system will break. The system will break. And be it as it may, a lot of white folks, they're buying their guns. You think they don't see this crap happening in the black communities? You think they don't fear the animal behavior in the black communities can spill over into their communities, and that their daughters and their sons, they don't fear that their daughters and their sons are going to be in the line of fire of our foolishness, and vice versa, because they do crap too. They do crap too. But the point is, because the brother kept bringing up white people kill white people too. White people do this and that too. I'm not concerned with that. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned what's happening among the people in my communities and how bad it's getting in my communities. That's what I'm concerned with. They're doing that garbage because the whole system is falling apart. They weren't once doing it like we're doing it. Everybody is getting hit by drugs. Everybody's getting hit by inflation. Everybody's getting hit by crime. Bottom line. Everybody's getting hit. Show this real quick. Let me show you something real quick so I can back up what I'm saying. This is drawing on multiple polls and research in 2025. Americans' top concerns include a range of economic, political, and social issues, with views differing significantly by political affiliation. Economic issues dominated overall, but concerns about government leadership and political polarization are also prominent. The national concerns, the economy, concerning about the economy are widespread, meaning money, paying for college, fixing the old jalopy because you can't buy a new car, putting your kids through college, if I didn't say that already, I think I did, paying the mortgage with higher property taxes, paying your medical, paying hospital bills if someone gets sick, fixing the boiler. These are all widespread issues that are concerning most Americans today. Not just black people, but white people. So when they're frustrated and they see us frustrated, you think they're not going to strap up, they're not going to get their guns? You think they're not having meetings in Joe Lewinsky's basement talking about the savages in the jungle, and one day it will spill over to their utopia where they're at? You think they're not talking about that? You are a goddamn idiot. This is what Make America Great is about. They want to protect themselves and keep what they have stolen. But God is not letting them keep what they have stolen. This is why every time they try to fix things here in America, you got problems with the Ukraine and Russia threatening America. You got problems with China. You got problems with Pakistan and India, which is a threat to America. At the same time, you have middle-class families, poor people with financial issues that's kicking them in their ass. Inflation and the cost of living. The price of consumer goods and overall cost of living are major worries for many Americans. Even though Trump is in office and they're saying that the tariffs are bringing in a lot of money into America, it's a major concern for Americans. Healthcare costs, affordability, and healthcare has risen as a primary concern. You break your leg, you want the best treatment to fix your leg. You need to have an operation. You need to have a heart transplant. You need to have something done about your kidneys. Very expensive. Your insurance, how much is that going to cover? Is it going to cover 80% to get that operation? 80% to cover your chemo if you have cancer? Suppose the bill is $50,000 and they're only covering 80%. Suppose the bill is $100,000 and they're only covering 80%. You got to come out your pocket with what, $20,000? You got $20,000? You know, they said most Americans don't even have $500 in their bank accounts. Most Americans don't have $500 in their bank account, their savings. Do you have $500 or more in your savings or checking account? Do you fit into that ratio of most Americans? Federal spending and debt. A majority of Americans anticipate a rising federal budget deficit in 2025. I do too. Government leadership and corruption. Poor leadership and government corruption are consistently cited among the top problems facing the country. Immigration. The topic of illegal immigration is a significant concern for a notable portion of the population. You know, that's white people mainly. But not only is it white people, it's black people too. That's how crazy this is. You would think black people would be on the side of the migrants. No, they're not on the side of the migrants. A lot of black men have started to vote Republican. They have jumped ship. You saw the video when Obama tried to shame them to vote for that idiot Kamala. And I always throw this question at a lot of these crazy brothers. Would you rather Kamala be running the country or Donald Trump? Would you rather Biden be running the country or Donald Trump? They never give me an answer. They never give me an answer on that. Or if they do give me an answer, it has nothing to do with the question I asked. Nothing. Not that I'm saying to vote. I don't believe in voting. I haven't voted since 1982 maybe. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing back then. I'm just making a point. So I'm just giving you brothers and sisters something to think about, man. And use your brains, man. Use your brains. But mostly serve the Most High and rip this country off for whatever you can get out of it. Whatever you can get out of this system, take it. However you can benefit from money or a program in this system, use it. You understand? And enjoy your life, but serve the Most High. Spend some money, but worship and serve the Most High. Be happy, laugh, chuckle, giggle, be angry, be upset, but get happy again. But at the end of the day, the Most High comes first. Serve the Most High. And anyone who don't think like you, be careful of that brother or sister. Be careful of that brother or sister, because dead weight will hold you down and make you